What's up, Pandeez?
You're listening to the Pandesoul podcast.
Join us as we unpack the flavors of being Filipino
and American. We're your hosts, Dre Magix, the fictitious professor, and EJ Baylon.
And we hope you're hungry.
Because there's plenty to go around. What's up, Pandeez? Welcome back to the Pandesoul podcast, the funniest podcast in the world. Today, we are your guest. EJ's back. Welcome back, EJ. He got his visa fixed from the Philippines. I'm Dre Magix. Fick is here. We have EJ and our special guest for today, actor, voice actor, all-around expert on geek culture. Give it up for our special guest, Earl Baylon.
Hey.
Hello. How you doing, man? Thanks for coming by.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So much facial hair here.
Dude, that's true.
That should be our podcast.
The highest concentration of Filipino facial hair.
Yeah.
It's like ranked down. It's like thick.
Yeah.
It's like the toner that runs out of ink.
Oh, yeah. Dude.
So you let's just talk about like voice acting and then like that part of Filipino Hollywood, right? Because your newest project, Chippendales. Welcome to Chippendales.
Yeah. That was on camera, but like it was chill. It was the first on-camera thing that I had booked in a while.
Yeah.
I kind of took a break.
You were doing a lot of more voice acting stuff.
And I picked up like representation, theatrical, a manager last year.
Hell yeah.
To Andrew.
Nice.
Booked my first thing maybe like 4 months after working with him. So it's been pretty good.
That's dope. Yeah. So
climbing.
Nice.
The voice acting kind of resume is pretty vast, right? So I was talking to Fick, the Tomb Raider,
Right.
which is kind of like the more prominent one people keep talking about.
Right.
And then you did Dongzhuo
Oh yeah, in
Dynasty
from
Warriors?
Dynasty Warriors, and then Trece.
right.
And the one we were like most hype about was Ganryu from Tekken, because we're all like fucking Tekken heads.
Yeah.
No, that's no.
Dude, yeah, I grew up playing Tekken.
Yeah.
Literally
Oh, yeah.
told me today. I was like, I literally didn't know that. I was like, oh
Yeah,
shit.
that like I did the IMDb and I'm like, oh shit, Tekken.
Wait, for real?
Yeah.
I'm just finding this out. I know. I
Right
just came
now.
back from Philippines. So wait, what? Which
Yo,
one? Which
Filipinos love them some fucking Tekken, dude.
Dude.
They love Tekken more than Street Fighter over there.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Is that the game of choice?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I thought I was like pretty good at Tekken in college, right? Where like I would play all my roommates and just crush them.
Right.
My cousin comes over. Shout out to Jips. But yeah, so I thought I was pretty good at Tekken. I was beating all my roommates in college, and then like my cousin comes from the Philippines, and he's like, "Yeah, let's play Tekken." I play, and he picks Mokujin, and you know who Mokujin is, right? Like you gotta figure out who it is before you start playing as him, and he just like murders me, and I'm like, oh. It's a different league out there.
Yeah.
You know?
I think it's like all of Asia, like musical and like beat games in Korea and Japan.
Dude,
like-
that's true.
You know, it's like I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the water over here. We get bigger over here. They just get
Faster.
agile.
Yeah. Like hand-eye coordination.
I think it's the like mental processing is like different,
Right.
right? Because they're so used to playing 3 moves ahead, and we're kind of like in the moment, like figure shit out at when it's happening.
I mean, if you think about like when you have a conversation with like your relatives or even parents, like their logic is always 3 steps ahead.
Right.
They say something and you're like, what? Where did that come from?
Yeah, how'd you get there?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because it's
Yeah.
like I thought about this and this and this, and then I was like, what? Why don't you say the 2 in between steps? I can't follow you.
You know why that happens? Because Asians don't actually listen to you when you're talking.
Oh no.
No, they
They're
don't.
thinking about the next shit they're gonna say.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, it's not a conversation. It's just like I'm saying one thing and they're saying one thing.
Dialogue.
Yeah, it's 2 monologues.
Yeah.
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 And it's like I'm gonna win.
Right. So what kind of voice were you? What was like your favorite one?
Of everything.
Yeah.
I mean, I still have to say it's been Tomb Raider, just because like it's one that where I got to play a role with like the depth and kind of I got to use my acting chops in a way like I'm probably not going to get with on camera in a while. So yeah, I mean, as far as like stretching like my acting, stretching out my acting wings and getting to use like the tools that I learned, it's been Tomb Raider, yeah. So.
Oh yeah. And is
Nice.
I've watched. You know, you find yourself in a like YouTube hole,
Right.
And I found this clip of Mike Myers finding Shrek
Nice.
in the voice, like the voice for Shrek,
Right.
where he's like, oh, and then I figured he would be this, so that needs like a huskier voice, and
Right.
from this area, is that similar to like your process, or do you kind of just go and like figure it out? Where I don't know, yeah, what's that process look like?
It depends. Like honestly, for Tomb Raider, I didn't figure it out, the character Jonah's voice, until maybe like the end of the game, like the end of like when we were recording like pickups or like the very last like mocap session. I had an idea and I was staying kind of in that pocket, and then I felt something and my voice settled into a place, and I was like, oh, I think I'm going to keep it right here because this is comfortable and it's something I can like reproduce. And it was just taking my voice and like putting the focus like back here and pulling like the resonance down. Really, there's not really an accent, but like that's usually that's how that happened for Jonah. But
It's like really falling into the character, kind of like as you filled out the body, like mentally.
How
Yeah.
how did he do it? How?
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, okay. Just checking.
yeah,
Like optimum. Yeah. Like,
Optimum point.
optimum pride. Optimus sweat.
So do you like read into the story, like I don't know, like you read into the story and then all of a sudden just like you feel what this character is gonna be?
I think initially that is that's like the starting point. Like you, at least for me, it's like you look at this character's backstory and who he is, where he comes from, things that have like affected or influenced how he feels or thinks, and that becomes a jumping off point. Then I think for me at least, as we start working on it, you start to settle on something, and I'm like, oh, that feels right. And for Ganryu, like specifically, I knew I was going to come up with kind of like this guy, right? But we really took it really down there. Like we figured it out in the booth. So I remember working with the director Phil, and he was like, just take your voice and see if you can keep it down here the entire time. So yeah, it was like it was a lot of figuring out stuff.
Nice.
That's pretty neat.
Hell yeah. Well, that was my other question. Do you have to alter your voice? No, but dude, so the second one I was most excited about was the Trece,
Oh, nice.
right?
Yeah. Yeah, I was like watching the whole series, waiting for like to see if I can point out which one of your characters is. Oh, dude.
Yeah, and then so when you were doing it, because I watched it when it first came out, and that was a minute ago. Did they ask you to do like an accent or like any of that kind of stuff?
They did. I think. Gosh, we recorded that. It came out in 2021, right?
It was a minute ago.
But we recorded it in 2019.
Yeah.
Oh,
So it took a while.
Oh, dang.
But I remember that I was asked to do an accent, but not like super heavy. And I remember we had Tanya, sorry. Tasha is the showrunner of Tomb Raider, and then Tanya is the producer of Trece. So, but like, she was actually zooming in from the Philippines, like kind of checking everybody's accent.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Like
Like a fact check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Consultant.
Yeah, make sure it wasn't like too much or not enough.
Too much, or if it was
Too
like,
much but this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't want too much scene.
Right.
Word.
Because it's like the general was one of the characters you did, right?
Yeah, the general, and then I did
The
Tamarao Spirit.
yeah.
It's like one line.
Right. Yeah.
How's do I or something. Like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like the general, it's like there's that learned Filipino accent where it's
Right.
like I went to school for like a bunch of things, so then the accent kind of changes. So it's like knowing those like titos are encountering those like Filipinos in the wild. Where it's like, oh, you have a doctorate in something.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you could definitely tell. Or, like the preacher titos, or like
Yeah.
I was definitely like, for that, I was like, it was a kind of like a combination of like my uncles and just like dialing it back a little.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to be like, you know, the stereotypical like the Rex Ilocano mon.
Yeah.
sure.
Which is what some uncles actually sound like.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
You don't want to be like more of a caricature than.
Right. I wanted to keep it really grounded. Really
Yeah,
real,
totally.
Because again, like the whole thing is like, if you're gonna do, at least for me, if you're gonna do an accent, it's not something that is there to mock, right?
Yeah.
Right. It's
for the character.
Yeah. So we had a few episodes on like the accent,
Right.
and we were like, it has to be more than just phonetically sounding different.
Right.
Like it needs to be like either a point of connection, or if we're gonna use it in comedy, there needs to be more to the joke than just like I sound funny, I'm foreign.
Here's my accent. I mean, there has to be some kind of truth to it, right?
Right.
Like my evaluation for like whether or not something is funny. My evaluation for something is like, what a fucking dick.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
when I watch something and I'm like, oh, that's not funny. Because you know, doing comedy, you're like fucking. You have to figure all that shit out.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was sitting there. I'm like, you know what? It tells the truth, but it doesn't give insight.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, if you're just doing the accent, yeah, it's truthful, right? But like, what are you saying about it? Like, where does it stand in time and place, and why is it something that you're bringing attention to?
Yeah.
Right.
So, yeah.
Do you think? Oh, did you want to?
No. Go.
Okay.
No, that was-
Do you think like? Because Trece was pretty big in the sense where it was like the first kind of like Filipino written anime, basically, right? Do you think there are some projects, especially us being Asian American, Filipino American, that the magnitude of the project is like the hype around the project is bigger, like what it stands for is bigger than what it actually is in the film and entertainment realm, right? Where like
This transcends.
yeah, well, like the what it means to the community is bigger than what it actually is as a product.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. It's hard for me to like gauge that. I think because like I've worked in like a lot of the stuff I do is very like Asian American, right? They're Filipino.
Yeah.
And even with lumpia, it's hard for me to gauge like how important that is.
Is it because you're in it?
Yeah, it's because I'm in it.
Okay, what about stuff that you're not in?
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And you don't have to give like, I mean, if you want to give your opinion on certain projects, you can. Because I have tons of opinions about projects, especially ones that were released recently.
Oh, yeah.
Especially one that was released recently. About like.
I think I know which one we're talking about.
Oh yeah, there's a shortage on eggs now.
Right.
I'm a magician. I'm cryptic. Thanks. No, but
I got the connection.
yeah, no, but it's. There are a lot of times where, okay, for example, this is not a time where that's true, but if everything, Everywhere, All at Once was a terrible movie.
Oh, right.
What it stood for would be bigger than the product.
Right.
Thank God it's not.
Right.
And it's a great movie. So the product is actually better than what it stands for.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if what it stands for was like a 9, that movie's probably like a 12. You know what I mean?
I love that movie, man.
Yeah.
It was great.
I saw it twice in the theaters. I saw it actually on at the LA premiere.
Oh, hell yeah.
And that was hype. It was everybody was like,
I mean, dude, anything Michelle Yeoh does.
Oh, yeah.
She's so dope, right?
She can be my sugar tita anytime. Sugar mama-san.
Like, she is still, I mean, Crazy Rich Asians was great. Everybody did a great job, but like Michelle Yeoh stole that shit.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, every moment she was on screen when she was just talking mad shit to Constance Wu, I was like, Goddamn.
Yeah.
More.
Yeah.
More, please.
Can you look in the camera when you say that?
just say that into this recorder, please.
Yeah. As my phone message.
As deleted scenes, I would not mind that.
But I do feel like there are a lot of things. I get it, and I mean, it's hard to say because like you want to see representation out there, right?
Right.
And I try to support everything that's coming out, but like sometimes it's. I think what you're saying is sometimes it's hard to support some things because you watch and you're
Because it's bad.
yeah, that could use a second draft or like
Or like a change in the writing staff.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
writing staff, a lot of things.
Because I know my thing is it's such a privilege for white Hollywood to make bad projects.
Absolutely,
Like
100%.
like the shit we make can never be bad right now.
right,
Right.
Because there's so much hype around being fucking culturally aware or whatever.
Right.
But also, we haven't earned that. We're probably never going to get it. That fucking privilege in Hollywood. Like, it really is a privilege to make bad art.
right,
You know what I mean?
and still like still be celebrated for it somehow.
Yeah.
You know,
Right?
Sure.
Like, I'm not
Yeah, like it
That's a
becomes cult classics.
terrible
It
movie.
makes so much.
if the fucking Room was like a Filipino film,
Oh, no one would see it.
yeah,
Oh, dude.
like the obscurity.
It would.
Yeah.
It would be produced by Regal Cinema.
Viva.
Viva Max.
It's still be on
Studios.
Betamax.
Yeah.
Betamax.
Yeah.
I have Betamax still at home.
Nice.
Damn.
Yeah, dude. It was one of those fucking it was a two-parter. Like the part that had the tape was like on top, and the bottom was just to connect to the TV.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Did you ever go
Yeah.
to like the video store, the local video stores, and go through like the beads and stuff like that? Walk through and look for the
The
Betamax?
beads.
Dude, yeah.
And they
I
had
was-
Betamaxes there too?
They didn't have Betamaxes, but I feel like I've been talking about this place like a lot recently. See, because I mean, you know, before Blockbuster was around back in the day.
Time out. Time out. You grew up in Carson.
Yeah.
My family used to own a video store in Carson.
The one on Western.
No.
Oh, that would have.
Which one?
All Star Video.
I know. Also, where was that one?
Right next to like the liquor store, Manila Sunrise, like the
Yeah.
you know off
Off Main and
Main. Yeah.
No.
So we used to own that.
No shit. I mean, I can't think of any mom and pop video stores unless they're, like they're super
Niche.
selective.
Yeah.
Niche. So, yeah, good call.
Yeah, dude. Well, like we weren't even making money on our American releases.
I bet.
What my parents would do is they would record. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this. It wasn't All Star
You don't
Video.
own the
Yeah,
store
you don't
anymore.
anymore.
Oh yeah, that's true. But so what we would do is we would record the teleseries,
Right.
and we would put it on a VHS tape and make like 10 copies.
Right.
And we would rent out teleseries to people who didn't have TFC,
Yep.
and that's how we made money.
That'd be us. We'd
Yeah,
be the
nice.
renters.
Nice.
That's
That'd be
smart,
it.
dude.
Yeah.
I feel like even the other like mom and pop places, what they made most of their money on was like the small indie shit, like the straight to video stuff. Blockbuster never carried that.
No.
Right.
That wasn't going to be.
It was, dude. Honestly, it was the small indie stuff, the
Right.
Filipino stuff, and the porn. Because Blockbuster didn't have porn.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had. I mean, they had softcore, but like,
Right.
you're not in middle school
where
anymore.
was that?
Grow up.
Which I didn't have that in my Blockbuster.
There was one block that I don't remember where it was. I wanna say
Blockbuster.
It was like the one in like Walnut or some shit that had the curtain. Well, not.
Oh, they had like hardcore.
I don't even know. It's
Are you talking Video 94?
We had a Video 99 in Lake Forest, and that was
In
sick.
like
Yeah.
Walnut. Because I grew up in Rolling Heights.
oh no
So
way.
it's like
Where'd you go?
I went to like a Christian school in Walnut.
Word. See, I'm finding out all this stuff by next year. I mean,
Yeah.
Where'd you grow up?
Anaheim and Lake Forest.
Okay.
Split time.
Just so
Yeah.
Dude, that's tight. Okay, so real quick, what characters, what popular characters do you think are like, and this is for everyone,
Oh,
are
yeah.
secretly Filipino?
secretly Filipino.
Like, they're not gonna be portrayed
It's
on
like
screen.
Filipino code.
But like, you do all
There's
the
enough
like, dude, you
information
do all
there.
the Filipino shit. You're Filipino, bro.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Filipino. Wow. Mainstream.
You have one first?
Dude, you know
you sound
what?
like you
I
do.
think fucking like Bilbo Baggins is low-key Filipino.
I think Hobbit
Bruh.
in general-
Yeah, he walks around no shoes.
Yeah.
He had all them dwarves over for dinner.
Yeah.
Bro.
Always has food.
Right.
Yeah, but he's always talking shit while they're there. You're like, that was for the house? That was not for you?
Yeah.
And then under his breath sometimes.
Yeah.
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 And just switch it to like Tita and Tito's names, right?
Right.
And I'm girl and
I'm gonna name my kid Killy.
Kili power.
Killy power.
Yeah.
Damn.
I hate my people.
Yeah.
Killy with a K or Killy with a CH?
Ooh.
Chili.
Kili.
Killy.
Damn.
This has nothing to do with shit. But like, we were having lunch. I was having a lunch, and you play with things phonetically in your head by like
Right.
how they're spelled or something.
Yeah.
And I'm like, shit. Are these Chile cheese fries?
Chile cheese fries?
Like, are these from Chile?
Oh.
Cheese fries.
Wow. Yes.
Those are just things I think about. You know?
Yeah.
I feel like if you ever end up like opening a business in Chile, that should be your
Chile
That's
cheese
it?
fries. Yeah.
There's
There's no chili on it.
Right.
Chile,
Yeah.
Chile power.
Cheese fries.
different types of cheese on these fries.
Yeah.
They're from Chile.
Well, that likes to go.
There's an extra shot of
Giving
Vic
out.
Split.
Yeah.
Give a little Viagra.
Coded characters, huh?
I don't know. Is there anyone from like
Trying to think.
Oh man, yeah, me too.
every Earthbender is low key Filipino?
Yeah. I was gonna say.
Like they,
My-
they picking up shit with their feet.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
And all the-
Michael Scott. Low key.
Okay.
He gets his
What?
idioms.
Okay, explain your work.
Okay.
So he like gets his idioms wrong. He has a lot of good he has a lot of good intentions. He sees everyone as his family. He's like, come on, let's like hang out, brothers, sisters.
It's a blessing in disguise.
Yeah. why have I been separating the trash into colors and whites? It's like not full
That's
not
a
full
good
connect.
one. That's a good one.
Oh man.
Wow, Michael Scott, huh?
Michael's
Who else?
secretly from
Yeah. Michael Iscat.
Michael Scott.
I would watch that
Yeah.
so hard.
Filipino office.
Yeah.
The Opus.
Opus. Opisina.
The office.
Opus.
Where the fish works.
Damn,
What
dude.
do they make? Or still paper? Nah, I think
No.
Barrel Man.
they make.
They gotta.
Barrel Man Factory.
They're all just accountants.
It's like the processing for the OFW remittances.
What? No, they'd make like pandan stuff, like the pandan bags. Have you not seen pandan bags?
Oh, yeah.
Like
yeah.
weaves.
Handicraft.
Yeah. No, not like that type of weaves.
Yeah, like,
Like-
they weave
like-
the.
Oh yeah, weaves.
Bruh.
Banigs, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're like 6 packs of banigs.
Which popular character should have been Filipino?
R2D2. Because then he's R2
Artu here.
R2 Dion.
Where's
Arthur here.
Artu here. Artu there.
Oh man, which one should have been Filipino?
Dude, I think Superman.
What?
Yeah.
Explain.
Well, yeah,
He's
Superman.
he's also an immigrant.
He's not from here.
Alien.
And he's good in the sun.
Right.
Oh.
Bruh.
Have you ever? And I don't think there's a direct translation for this, but amoy pawis or
Amoy ng araw.
amoy ara.
Yeah, mo yeah.
We were just
Child
talking
of the
about that.
sun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smell of the sun.
Yeah, my mom does. You smell like day.
Yeah, you smell like
Yeah.
I mean, I understood it like intellectually, but
Yeah.
like trying to explain it to somebody who's not.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
what does that mean?
Like some of
What do
those
you say?
phrases that appear in American pop culture,
Right.
where it's like, I remember I was talking to a friend. They're like, "Oh, my favorite like wrestler was the Great Muta,"
Yeah.
and I was like, "The Great Muta? What the fuck?"
Yeah.
Muta?
It's like,
Yeah, that's like
the Great Eye Boogers.
yeah.
Yeah, like at a family, they, my uncle and aunt, they just got a dog.
Right.
And so my uncle is Scottish, and then my cousin, they were gonna give him this name, but they decided against it because my aunt found out it was like some like beer thing, but then when they got the dog, they decided to name it that name.
Right.
And so when they sent the name of the dog in the group chat, it was spelled EWAN. And so my god sister was telling my ninang like, oh, they got the dog's name. Oh, what's the dog's name? Ewan. What do you mean you don't know? It's in the group chat. No.
Ewan.
See it? Ewan.
Ko.
Look, EWAN. And then it's like Ewan. Like Ewan McGregor.
Ewan.
A one with a shrug.
Yeah.
It's like, remember when EGOT became a thing?
Egot. Egot.
Yeah.
You can't say that.
Egot.
This is a mainstream word
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Or just saying it, I was like, stop!
Yeah. Like Oprah Winfrey wants an Egot.
Yeah.
Who else got an egg? John.
Let me see.
I think
EGOT.
Whoopi
John-
Goldberg has one.
Winners.
Whoopi Goldberg. John Legend.
That
too,
was the
right?
one where I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Whoopi Goldberg just got an Egot. I'm like, you can't.
You can't
Cannot anymore. Mel Brooks got one?
that makes sense.
Yeah, I
Mel
can see him
Brooks
getting
is
an egg
dope.
because he had a.
I can see him buying an Egot. Audrey Hepburn, Mike Nichols, Whoopi Goldberg,
It's mainly people who've been around for a while.
Andrew Lloyd Webber, Tim Rice, John Legend,
Oh, he hasn't been.
Legend?
Yeah, he hasn't been around for that long.
Alan Menken, Jennifer Hudson.
I don't think
Wow, Jennifer Hudson.
Dang.
She's also Egot.
Yeah.
Oh, dang. Oh, because of Dreamgirls.
Tony.
Yeah, there's like honorary ones where it's like, you got all four, but did you get all four? Right? Or were you just involved in a project that?
Yeah, like a voiceover.
Barbara Streisand, Liza Minnelli, James Earl Jones, Harry Belafonte, and Quincy Jones.
Wait, Harry who?
Harry Belafonte.
Is he Filipino? That sounds like a Filipino.
That sounds like
name.
a
I'm just
Filipino
saying.
name as fuck, man.
His first name is probably actually Enrique.
Henry
Enrique Belafonte.
De Los Reyes.
Yeah.
De Los Reyes.
Damn.
De La Cruz.
Pinakbet.
Yeah.
The fourth.
The fourth.
Wow, interesting.
Egot, huh? I mean, Egot, huh?
Oh yeah, it's EGOT.
Legot my egot.
Legot my Egot.
Wow.
Lagot my Agot.
That sounds dirty.
Dude.
Or sounds like a good time.
Coming to the stage. Legot my egot.
That's it.
Would you ever... What's the next, like, big milestone for Filipino Hollywood?
Ooh.
I think we need our maybe it's coming. It's we need our American Girl. Like the Margaret Cho.
Oh, I see.
I
Almost
see.
had one.
Like a sitcom.
Right.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we almost had one with Joseph, right? That almost happened.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then things.
And then things happen differently.
It did.
Yeah. No, things happened the same, and that's why it happened differently.
Yeah.
Yo, but okay. Hear me out.
Okay,
I'm
go.
listening.
That's what I think about, right?
Okay, sige. Sometimes you ponder why.
Sometimes.
Fuck you guys. That was the one time. Okay. Filipino hentai, right?
Okay.
If we do it, are you gonna voice act for it?
Dude, I would, yeah. I mean,
But you have to do the accent.
Wait. How does an accent sound like?
Boom tigas.
Ang sarap. Yeah.
I'll be that guy.
the wallow in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going, "Baloo."
Yeah. And then when they're done,
The tricycles.
the scene doesn't end until you go cut, and then it fades to black.
Yeah. Tama na! Yeah. It's all like,
Ayos.
mamaya! Mamaya! Sige!
Sige na.
And then we do the soundtrack. Baby.
Yeah. We're in the middle of making a parody of sexual healing, but calling it sexual kneeling.
Kneeling was like one of my favorite dishes.
Your heart is like an oven. You want some cunning.
When that potato's peeling, I want sexual kneeling.
Sexual kneeling.
Yeah.
It's good for you
Yeah.
and me. Dude.
Have you ever seen a Filipino like a bomba movie?
Okay, so we were having. We told this story already, but we have this video store, right?
Yeah.
And there's this movie.
that's right. Duh.
There's this movie about a prostitute.
Yeah.
Right? Filipino prostitute, and the title of it was Prosti. And my father decided to put it up during Christmas time with all the Christmas movies. He's like, oh,
Snowman.
Prosti the Snowman.
Hey, have you seen Frosty?
So that was,
If you like Frosty, you'll like Frosty.
dude. I think this Halloween we should go all as like Filipino characters,
Okay.
like Captain Barbell
Why not?
and Darna.
I'll be the boy bawang.
Boy Bawang.
Yeah.
All of Voltus 5.
Boy Bawang. Voltus 5?
See that trailer?
You saw the trailer, right?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I was in Philippines. I saw it. I'm like, dude, this
It
is
looks wild.
it's crazy.
I know.
Batang X.
You guys should watch it.
But you haven't seen the Voltus.
Not yet.
Oh, man.
I'm waiting for a day when I get sad. I do that. I like save like really hype shit for like when I have a sad day, and I'm like, oh cool, I can watch this.
That is so good for your mental health.
Oh yeah,
guys.
for sure.
Yeah.
I think you should do that.
List?
I have a Google Doc.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, like I haven't seen the David Blaine fucking YouTube special where he like does the balloons. So he flies in the air like 1,000 feet or so, 100 feet, just using like balloons to like carry him.
Like,
Yeah.
nothing, he's not working.
No.
I can't explain that motherfucker. I watch him sometimes and I become like one of my aunts and I just look at him and go,
I've gotten that from my grandmother before. Thanks a lot. It's like, ay, demonyo. I'm like, I don't like it
Tabi
here.
po.
I don't
for the support.
like it here.
Yeah, I want to go home.
And she's like, oh, we can't go home yet. There's a demonyo. We have to make pagpag. I'm like, you son of a
go
bitch.
to
You're
Marketing.
already home.
Where are you gonna go?
You're going to go trick me?
Yeah.
start writing bye-bye in on the wall.
With your eyes closed, too.
Yeah.
And all it says is like, Antigas.
Boom tigas. Whitney Houston.
Ang tigas ko.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, let's do this. Before we end the episode,
Drop.
3-round draft.
There it is.
3-round draft. My favorite things on the internet is teaching white people Tagalog phrases wrong.
Nice.
All right.
Oh,
so
jeez.
you have to say first, so we'll go 3 rounds, but we'll go what the Tagalog phrase is and what you're going to tell them it means in English.
Way to put on the spot.
I'll go first.
Okay.
All right. So what this means you have beautiful hair, right? And to say it in Tagalog, it's tigas ng titi ko. And that just means you have beautiful hair, you know?
Earl?
So this is one we actually pulled off in grade school.
Nice.
And we didn't say the entire phrase in Tagalog, but like we used to go up to we went up to one of my friends and we're like, hey man, you're my favorite peck.
Yes.
And we told him it meant friend.
Nice.
So he went around talking to all the other like Filipino kids. He was like, hey man, you're a great peck.
Nice.
Grade A peck.
Grade A peck.
Top tier peck.
Dang.
You got one?
I'm gonna say what would be in English is like you're so endearing to me, and then Tagalog, bawal ang ihi dito.
That's a good one.
Wow, that's
That's my Scottish uncle. His party trick first time he went to the Philippines. They're like,
Yeah.
say the phrase. Bawal ang ihi dito.
instead of playing the piano.
Yeah, that's his party
Wow.
trick.
Imagine you got one. You need
No,
some?
I need.
Imagine you're at a talent show, coming to the stage. Bawal ang ihi dito. Thank you.
Yeah. Comes the mashed potato going to say something.
Here, you just take my last one, and we'll be a team.
No, I'm gonna
okay.
come up with something.
Okay, come on. You're a grown ass man. Go ahead.
Yeah, I've been to the Philippines.
I just got
I
back.
just came back. I don't remember what they said.
It's a blur.
What did they tell you when you were trying to ask for a discount? That's
Tama na.
tama. Which means
Oh yeah, tama na means
keep going.
yeah.
It's like beating him
Yeah,
live.
higher. That's it.
Higher and harder.
Higher and harder. Tama na.
Nice.
My second pick is going to be. It means like something you do really well, right? Like an activity, like your passion.
Yeah.
And it's pok your manok. So like every day after school,
you
after
pok your
homework, I pok my manok.
My manok. I just want to get that like on a T-shirt.
That's the merch.
Dude.
Pok pok.
And then on the back it's just sampal your onggoy.
Sampal yung unggoy. Yeah.
Can we get more like just converted ass like Filipino gear?
That's the whole point of our pod.
Yeah.
WWF on there. World Wildlife Fund.
Have you seen that? Like, it's the Patagonia logo, but then it says putangina.
Yes.
It's right here.
Here.
Oh, nice. Oh, is that
It's okay.
right?
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, it's a soft drive now.
It's a soft drive. Hard-boiled drive.
Do you ever eat your eggs over hard? Just want to ask. Is it just me?
Sometimes.
Do you ever eat
Okay, so you know over hard.
Yeah.
Time out.
No setup.
Yeah.
No context. You eat your eggs hard.
The context was
Yeah, and your eggs are like soft boiled.
Oh man.
I went to the Philippines, right? I asked.
You have to wait.
No, yeah,
To wait.
what is your question? I'm telling a story. My last day in the Philippines, I had breakfast, and it was a very American breakfast. I don't know why I did it, but I had it. And the person asked me how I wanted my eggs, and I said, "Can I have them over hard?" And they're like, "What?" yung tigas ng loob, yung
Tigas ng
yeah.
loob.
Like, yeah, that.
Yellow.
Yeah, tigas ng yellow, yeah. That, yeah. She's like, oh, okay. When I got it, it was like
hard-boiled.
over medium. I was like, what? They don't know what hard is.
It's just for. It's like it's crazy.
You have to cook all the way.
Yeah. I said, I just want some over hard eggs.
You ever have your eggs over hard and your eggs are soft boiled?
Just me?
I had an uncle
Let me tell you.
whenever they'd ask him like, how do you like your eggs? He would say hanging.
Oh, yes.
They'd be like, what? Oh, easy.
He's the one that goes to the beaded
Yeah.
video store.
Yeah. He's the one that had a face for radio.
Filipino descriptors, man. They'll like say the thing, but there's always like a catchy catchphrase. It's like, how do you like your eggs? Oh, over easy, like Sunday morning.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's stupid shit like that. It's like, take an umbrella outside, it's raining men.
Yeah. Dude, that's true.
You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
always like a dumb reference.
Yeah. Like I was on a cruise and it was like get to know some of your fellow passengers. So this Filipino guy went up.
Right.
The host was asking, so what's your name? He's like, Ruben, like Ruben Stathard from American Idol. No, but what's your full name? Ruben, like Ruben Stathard from American Idol. Just kept going on and on.
Yeah.
Like, oh gosh.
All right, last round.
This is so blasphemous. I don't care.
Go.
Yes.
Yeah.
We like blasphemous.
Yeah.
So it's going to be in English, glory to God in the highest. But the phrase is going in Tagalog is going to be sinong tatay mo.
Which means the same thing.
Yeah.
Kind of does the same shit.
Yeah.
Sinong mabao ang tae? Amen.
You seen that video where the guy does the prayer for his like white sister-in-law, and he's like quotes.
Oh, it's like Christmas. It's like a Christmas dinner thing.
Right.
And then what is he? What song
It's
is he
like
quote?
the Apple song.
Oh yeah.
Lapit kamay kaibigan at makinig kayo.
Yeah.
He says it like that, like it's a prayer.
But like in prayer.
Everyone joins in.
Yeah.
What would be the other like song you would do
Yeah.
as a prayer?
Oh, hoy kanin pakinggan niyo ko. Ito na ako Filipino.
It would be
Bebot,
perfect
bebot,
not to, like,
bebot.
sing.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, you have to do it not in the melody. Okay, so do let's look up the lyrics so we have them. How would you do Bebot as a close us out with a closing prayer?
Oh yeah. Here we go.
If you can do
Please close your eyes. Dear God, pakinggan niyo ko. Ito na, ako is Filipino. Ang kanin, chicken adobo. Next line.
Line.
Yung balot.
Yung balot.
Binibenta sa kanto.
Tagay mo nang nga ang baso, pare ko, inuman na tayo.
Filipino.
Filipino.
it's like
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Bebot.
Yeah.
Like he does the little beb.
Yeah.
Is it okay? Is it
Bebot.
okay?
Yeah.
Bebot.
if you can do that in like the
Intonation. Yeah. Yeah.
Ikaw ang aking bebot.
Oh man.
Filipino.
Filipino.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that has been another episode of the Pandesoul podcast. Catch this and previous episodes on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube. We're also on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Thanks for watching the best, funniest podcast in the world, the Gago and Pogi podcast, the Pen Pineapple Apple podcast, the Guapo and Pangit podcast. We're your hosts, Dre Magix, EJ Billiman, and the fictitious professor, along with our guest, Earl Baylon. Let them know what you got going on.
Chilling for right now. Lumpia with a Vengeance, which is a movie I'm in and helped associate produce. We're screening in. By the time this comes out, it would have already screened in Portland, but like we're working on a distribution deal, so hopefully we'll be able to come to streaming soon.
Nice.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. That was another episode. And for all you Pandeez, remember,
Don't forget your baon.
peace.
O sige na, Pandeez.
Thanks for joining us for this week's episode of Pandesoul.
And check out previous episodes on Spotify and YouTube.
Thanks for laughing, and join us next week because there's enough Pandesoul to go around.
And don't forget your baon!